Okay, I know when I make my videos I get carried away, but it just irritates me no end to see this shit going on and it's being allowed to go on. It just infuriates me and I get on here and I get worked up. I'm sorry. Anyway, my next thing is cancer, right? Today, they're saying, and I've got this news link here to this one, they're saying cancer rates rise in young girls. Scientists are baffled. You're baffled? Come and see me. I'll tell you why. Let's have a look at all the shit being put in their food. Let's have a look at all the injections that are being shoved into them. Unnecessary stuff. You know, how did this earth ever get populated without vaccines? That's what I want to know. You know, why didn't we all die out? There was no vaccines back then, so why didn't the earth just die out? So they're saying more cancer in young girls. Why? Well, there's a million reasons why. Well, what do they use more than well, for a start off, they're getting injected with this new Gardasil vaccine. Alarm bells ringing there. Just everything they use. The food they're eating at McDonald's, the MSG, the chemicals in their makeup and their hair and their food, the mobile phones, the garbage in the food. You know, and they're going, oh, they're baffled. Yeah. The other one was a couple of days ago, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, I seen one that says pregnant women, insect repellents are being connected to pregnant women giving birth to deformed babies or babies with genetic problems. And I've looked on here and I can't find it, but I'll keep digging for you to put the link on the side. And here again, just not 2 days ago, I seen an ad on TV where it had this insect repellent on the wall and it says, puffs it into the air every hour, puffs. And I said at the time, oh yeah, what they're doing is saying, puff into the air, give you cancer once an hour, puff into the air. That's what they're doing. Use your brain. The chemicals you are using, if you're using your bare hands, they are going into, think of moisturiser. When you put moisturiser, it sinks into your skin. That's exactly what the chemicals do. You use chemicals, and if you use a fly spray around the house, you can smell it. If you can smell it, it means you are taking it into your body. So, and the other one was I had an ad on TV, and it's got this young girl sitting there, and she's a lovely young thing, and there's a mozzie buzzing around her, and she goes to swat it, and then it goes, and then she goes, oh, that's right, I've got bug repellent on, and they make it all like corn flour, and they put a beautiful piece of corn there, and they make it look all so lovely. She sprayed herself in poison, and she's so happy about it. This is why people are getting fucking cancer, because they're spraying their body in poison and then they're fluffing it up saying, oh, it's got corn flour in it. It makes it soft and powdery. Use your brain. Yeah, it's not rocket science. You go into these supermarkets and all these chemicals in this food is going to cause cancer. It might not cause cancer today, but I can guarantee you will die of cancer. How many people do you know die of old age? Most people today die of cancer. Why? Because everything is loaded with it. Even our clothes have formaldehyde in them. That, you know, we were always taught when we were younger, you buy new clothes, you wash them. A lot of people do that these days, and they've got formaldehyde in them. That shit goes straight into your skin. So that was my, oh, what did it have on the news about that? Nada, zilch, zero, zip, nothing. And when I talk about the news, I'm not talking about the ABC and SBS because they do tend to give more news than the other stations, but the other three stations are what your average Joe in Australia watches. And what did it, you would think this would be all over the news. Insect repellents causing cancer. Oh, and the other thing about that, young girls getting cancer here, they rattle on here about the sun, tobacco and alcohol, you know, causing cancer. Well, what about, like I said, the everyday things that they are ingesting, putting onto their bodies, into their skin, the perfumes they're using, all goes straight into their body, into their system. They can't take it. Not to mention all these fucking vaccines, unnecessary vaccines that have been shot into these people. Oh, my God, why can't people just open their eyes? The other thing, this is on a more frivolous note, because you know what? They haven't got the cancer all over the news, but they got Tiger Woods all over the news. This is what I think's happened. Now, let me just quickly tell you this. I seen him on TV, an interview with him the other day, a couple of weeks ago when he was here, and they were into, and she said something about his kids, and he went, "Oh, yeah, well, they keep me up." And the first thing that popped into my head was, he doesn't seem like a caring, doting father to me. It really surprised me because I had this impression that Tiger Woods was God, you know. Surely he's God. He makes enough money. Why isn't he God? So I was thinking, you know, he was going to be really doting. And the other thing was, the next interview I'd seen was, they were saying that he likes scuba diving, and when he's not playing golf, he likes nothing better than to get on his boat and go out with his mates for a week on the Gulf of Mexico and do some diving. And you know what I thought to myself? I thought, hang on, he's got a wife and 2 kids. He's out playing golf all the time, and he comes home and he goes off with his mates to scuba dive for a week. Now, this is what I think happened with Tiger Woods. He's gone home. She's found out that he's having an affair, and she's taken to him with the golf club, chased him outside, smashed it up. He's distressed, probably got a ding on the head inside, and ran into the thing, and now he's trying to cover his tracks. Now, wouldn't you be pissed off if your husband played a game all fucking day and then he's out partying and jet setting and going off with his mates skin diving? Hell, girl, take the kids, get out, take his money, leave. For God's sakes. And it's all over the news here saying, oh, this girl's denying the affair and things like that. Please. Oh, you know, how much do you expect us to swallow, Tiger? So that's just my opinion on that. That's for the phone. 1 second, please. So they're the 4 topics I really wanted to talk about. I didn't really want to talk about Tiger Woods, but it just, you know, give us a break. He's a bloody sportsman. They put him up there like he's God. Was the interest rates have gone up here. Oh, I know, there is one other thing that I wanted to talk about. I went out for dinner the other night. I went into this restaurant, sat down, and I really wanted steak and mushrooms. So I sat down, $30 for steak and mushrooms. $30. I could not I have mushrooms out in the fridge. I know a few vegetarians watch me, so you might want to block your ears, but I get my own animals killed. I have the most beautiful meat in the freezer, and they wanted to charge me $30 for a piece of steak and mushrooms. I could not justify it. I'm sorry. I got up and walked out. I'm not paying money I'm not paying that. I'm not paying it. I would rather come home and spend 5 minutes cooking, because, like, let's face it, 3 minutes either side, there's your steak. And how long does it take to make a mushroom sauce? 10 minutes max. So, and I've got all my lettuce and tomatoes, everything growing in the garden to go along with it. I couldn't justify it, and I'm not paying it, so I walked out. Oh, and she followed me, and what she said was everything okay, and she had other people waiting to sit down, and I didn't want to cause a scene. And just despite what you may think, I don't cause a scene all the time. So I said, no, everything's fine, and I walked out. But on hindsight, I should have said, yes, it's too expensive. You know, more people need to stand up and say, it's too expensive. The food in Australia is far too expensive. You know, I'll just start again on everything that's going on over here. Now, this emissions tax, people, you're watching global warming, it's a farce. It's a farce. The earth is actually cooler than it was 3 years ago. It's a farce. Look around. I mean, we've had more rain here. Honestly, 3 years ago, there was a drought. It was extremely dry here. But now everything's lush and growing, and it's beautiful. You know, it's a farce. Get off your ass, do something. You know, the opposition pollies are trying to do something. They're trying to stop this bullshit emissions tax that you're going to pay for. It's going to come out of your pocket. And the people that are still spewing out all these, they get charged nothing. Just remember that. The ones that are causing the most pollution are getting charged nothing. So, I think that's all I'm going to rant on today. I've probably gone over my limit. Oh, I have. Smile and have a nice day.